Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back. So for today's video, we're going to be doing another doll top 10 and we are going to be focusing on Ever After High today. To be honest, I really wanted to make a G3 Monster High one because I started with like Gen 1 of Monster High. And so I want to make a G3 one, but I'm holding out for stock photos for some of the new characters that we're going to be getting next year, just because I'm hoping the stock photos will drop decently soon. And I know that some of those are going to make it into the top 10, so I don't want to make my list and then have it immediately be wrong when the stock photos come out. So we are focusing on Ever After High today instead, which is fine because like I have recently developed quite a love for Ever After High. I mean, I have enough dolls that I like to even make a top 10 list, so that is pretty exciting. So yeah, that's what we were doing today. Of course, this is just my top 10 list, so if you guys disagree with me, totally chill, it's not a big deal, and I would love to hear which ones are your favorites in the comments down below. I will say I really do enjoy making these videos. These top 10 videos are quite fun for me, and you guys seem to like them. I already have a decent list of other top 10 videos that I can't make, but if you have more suggestions, I'm happy to hear those as well. And of course, if you do find yourself enjoying the video, if you could give it a like, very helpful to me. If you're new here and you enjoy your time, definitely subscribe so you can see more. And then I have a bunch of links in the description, including my Amazon wishlist, PO box, and other social medias. So if you want to go out of your way to support me in another area, you can definitely check those things out. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the top 10 Ever After High dolls, like according to me. So the one thing about Ever After High is that since I did just recently get into it, and obviously they're not currently making dolls, so like I do have to go to secondhand sources to get the dolls. The consequence there is that I have almost none of the dolls on my top 10 list, which is fine. I'll be putting pictures up for you guys. But yeah, I only have actually one to share with you today, but we're still going to make the most of it and still going to have fun. So kicking off the list at number 10 is going to be the Spring Unsprung Cerise. Now, I like the idea of Cerise, but I do think a lot of her dolls don't quite work for me. Like there's like a little something that just isn't quite there. I think this one really stands out. I think the colors are really cool. The entire Spring Unsprung line I think had a lot of detail to it, which I really appreciated. Back when I did my Ever After High ranking videos, I did mention that the thing that I like the least about this Cerise is the gingham, just because I don't really feel like that print like matches the vibes that I get from her character, and I do still feel that way. But even though I don't like the gingham, I still think the rest of this doll is absolutely amazing. And looking at all of the dolls again to try to make this top 10 list, I just didn't feel right about not having a Cerise on here. And I think out of the like Playline level dolls, she was definitely my favorite. I don't think I said this in the intro, but I didn't want to include the SDCC Ever After High dolls just because I feel like those are kind of on another level and it would be a little bit unfair to have them up against regular Ever After High dolls. If I was including them, that Cerise would absolutely be on here and be my top Cerise. But without that one, I do think that the Spring Unsprung is probably my favorite despite the gingham, and so that's why she is at number 10. Coming in at number 9 is going to be Throne Coming Cupid, which I feel like is going to surprise some people that she's so low in my list. I've seen a lot of love for this doll online, and so I'm sure a lot of people would put her in the top 5 or top 3 or even like their number 1. If that's you, let me know. It's not that I don't like her, I just like other dolls more. I do think that she has a really cool design with a lot of like fabrics and layers, and her wings are really lovely. So I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with her. Like, being in the top 10 at all is good, right? Even if she is number 9. It's just that the other dolls that I have to share eke her out just a little bit. I still think she's a beautiful doll, but she's just not going to be my top one today. Next up at number 8, we have the Dragon Games Darling Charming, which again, I feel like this is going to be slightly controversial, especially placing her above the Throne Coming Cupid. I just really like her doll and like her design for some reason. I don't think most of her dolls lived up to what I think she could have been. Like, I think that they could have been even better. But this is definitely my favorite Darling doll. And I just really like the concept of her. Honestly, the only thing that I don't like about this doll is the leggings. I wish that they had been a solid color instead of a print, because I feel like the print is just not working for me as well and kind of detracting for the overall design, which is why she's not higher up on this list. But aside from that, I love the armor. I love her overall color scheme. I just think this is a really beautiful doll, and I like the concept in general of Darling as a character. She's just really fun to me. I don't know why, because like I haven't even seen the Ever After High show or anything. Just from looking at the dolls, I really enjoy her. So that's why she ended up earning the number 8 spot. At number 7, we have the Birthday Ball Cedar. I cannot explain to you why I love this doll as much as I do. She's my favorite Cedar Woods doll. And like, I feel like she shouldn't be. Like, I feel like there are probably other better ones out there, or like not necessarily better because that's subjective, but I feel like there are other more loved ones out there. I'm just obsessed with the pink on her. I like her design in general because I think it's really cool that she has like sculpted wood texture into her skin. That's super fun and obviously thematic to her character. But I like this one particularly because I think the color is just absolutely beautiful. The pink looks so pretty on her. I love like the monochromatic look with the pink hair, pink dress. I do think that the dress could be a lot worse. This wasn't like necessarily overall my favorite Ever After High line in terms of quality and stuff, but I think that her dress still looks really cute, and I just can't explain it, but looking at her doll fills me with joy, so that is why she is on the list. Number 6 is going to be the Through the Woods Ashlyn Ella doll. I don't remember how I ranked her when I did my Ever After High ranking videos. I don't think it was bad. Like, it definitely wasn't bad. I just don't know if it was as favorably as would merit her being in the top 10. But over time, the more I look at her, the more I do enjoy her. It helps that she has a lantern because I think that little lantern is just so stinking cute. But also her little like hood and the tiny capelet that she's got going on. I think the pattern of her dress is pretty interesting. I really like, I know that I had some complaints. I can't remember what they were. I know that I had some complaints when I did the ranking video, but now I just really don't. I think that she's at this place because I like her a little bit more than the other dolls. I don't like her quite enough for her to end up into the top 5, but she's really, really cute. I would love to get to own her someday, and I think she definitely earned her spot here. We are actually going to be kicking off the top 5 with another Ashlyn Ella doll, and that is her Legacy Day doll. I just think she's so pretty. Legacy Day was a great line for Ever After High. Overall, I feel like they had a lot of detail and a lot of really cool designs in that line. And I just think she's so pretty. The floral print on the parts of her dress that like has floral print are so pretty. I just really like her overall vibe. I think that she's got really cool color palette and she just looks very put together and very pretty. And I really love this doll. Number 4 is going to be the Legacy Day Apple White, and she is also going to kick off a little bit of an Apple phase here in the list, not to spoil anything, but I think Apple had a lot of really cool dolls from Ever After High, and obviously this one is no exception. Like, she's up there in this list, right? I just think she looks so pretty. She's got a lot of white in this design, and I feel like sometimes her designs skew red, sometimes they skew more white. This one is a little bit more on the white side, but still kind of balanced. I don't know. I feel like the color palette just looks really good here. I'm not 100% obsessed with like the shape of the dress. I think that that's a little bit iffy and probably what is holding her back and like below the other apples that are to come, but I still think she's amazing. Her cape is just astoundingly beautiful. I love the pattern on it, and I feel like she definitely deserved to be quite high on the list here. Number 3 is going to be another apple, this time the Throne Coming version, and she's just so stunning. I'm a sucker for a ball gown, so like that helps. Throne Coming is another line that I thought was absolutely beautiful in general from Ever After High, and I don't know what it is about this apple, but she just almost glows to me. Like, she's so beautiful from the stock photo, because like I haven't seen her in real life, so I don't know what's going on the back of her head, but from the front facing stock photo, her hair looks like it's a fairly simplistic hairstyle. Like, it's not anything crazy or anything like super intricate, at least as far as I can tell, but it looks so good on her for no reason. Like, she just almost is giving ethereal vibes. She's absolutely beautiful, and there's no way I could have had this top 3 without her in it. Number 2 is yet another apple white doll, and that is the Royally Ever After apple. What do I even say? She is so beautiful. I love this dress on her. I know at this point in time, like, you know, long past the days of Ever After High, as collectors, a lot of people are kind of tired of the mermaid dress silhouette just because it is done a lot. And I do get that. Like, I definitely understand wanting to see a different silhouette, but I think this looks really good on her. I love the tulle at the bottom. Her makeup is gorgeous. Like, the scepter that she's got, she's just breathtaking and stunning. All of the apples that have been here I would love to own someday, but she is one that like consistently pops up in my mind, and it's like, oh, you should like see if you can find her for a good price online. She's absolutely amazing. She definitely deserves the number 2 spot, but she just barely got beat out. So those of you who are caught up with my other videos won't be surprised to see this doll. This is the only Ever After High doll that I have right now, and she did take the number 1 spot, and that is the original Lizzie Hart. I just think she's so stunning. Part of this might be that she is the only one I have in person. So like obviously I can bond with her a lot more and I can see more of the details on her and like all of that sort of thing. So maybe if I had some of these other dolls, the list would kind of be rearranged. But for now, Lizzie just takes the cake. This doll is so stunning to me. Definitely my favorite Lizzie doll. Like the other ones, they just, in my opinion, didn't hold a candle to this first iteration of her. I know y'all want to see her, but like I just have to look at her. She's so pretty. I literally love everything about her. I featured her in a haul video. My husband had bought her for me, and I was extremely grateful to get her. She's just amazing. I really don't know what else to say. When I think of Ever After High dolls that I like, this is the first one that comes to mind. I'm glad that she ended up being my first Ever After High doll because she's just stunningly beautiful. I mean, you can see her. Like, you know what's going on here. She's amazing. And so, yeah, I mean, maybe not as detailed, not as like fancy as some of the other ones on this list. But for me right now, Lizzie is just absolutely the top. When I was making this list, I really didn't debate too long about who was going to be number one. I felt like I couldn't give it to anyone but my girl Lizzie here. So she is going to be the number one Ever After High doll to me, at least as of right now. Obviously things can change over time. I don't think I will ever not love this doll. Maybe if I get some other ones, she might end up being number two, but she's really, really beautiful. So that is going to be it for today, guys. As I said earlier, I would love to hear your favorite Ever After High dolls in the comments down below. Do you like a lot of the same ones I do? Did I leave out your favorite ones? If so, I'm sorry, but like, you know, different tastes, not a big deal. I would just really be curious to see how your list would compare to mine. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or your night or whatever it might be, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.